Right to NBC News national correspondent Gabe Gutierrez as we watch the former president's plane preparing to receive him and his traveling party. Gabe, we were speaking to you earlier. You were walking us through the color. If you can give us more of what you saw and witnessed in the courtroom.
Yes, Lester, as I look through my notes here, I can repeat that this arraignment was unlike any other arraignment that I've ever seen before. It lasted quite a bit longer than we expected, as you just heard, about 45 minutes. Now, I can tell you, former President Trump spoke very little during the appearance. He himself was the one who pleaded not guilty. He did so while he was sitting down. He answered just several questions from the judge, whether he understood his rights. The one time where he did show a little bit of emotion, the judge did give him a typical warning. The judge said that he would give any defendant that if the defendant were disruptive, he could be removed from the courtroom. A standard warning that the judge says he gives to any defendant. The former president responded by sighing, and he said, "I know." So something else, Lester, and I'll leave your other guests as they pour through the indictment, but there was frustration from the former president's attorneys, basically their lead attorney saying they didn't realize that they were going to have to give opening statements here. The prosecution went on at length about why they said the case should be brought, but also talked about these social media posts and these threats against the district attorney's office that they interpreted that the former president has been putting forth over the last several weeks. And of course, I can tell you, Lester, the security that we see here is due in part to those calls for protest that former President Trump brought up several weeks ago when he predicted that he might have been arrested back then. At the time, it didn't come to pass, but here we are. The prosecutors referred to specific instances where he referred to, quote, death and destruction, and also brought up a specific post that was put on the social media platform of a picture of former President Trump holding a bat near another picture of DA Alvin Bragg. Now, the defense did make the argument that, in their view, this was a presidential candidate, and this devolved into an argument between free speech. And the judge said that he would not impose a gag order in this case, even if asked. Instead, he did make a request, significantly not an order. He requested that the former president not use violence, not use language that would incite violence.
Thanks for watching our YouTube channel. Follow today's top stories and breaking news by downloading the NBC News app.